Deep in the American heartland, basketball heritage is ingrained along the Great Plains of Kansas. And this year, the tradition continues. Athletic, balanced, hard-nosed. These Jayhawks are flying high, setting school records. Tonight, new Kansas heroes aim to make more hoops history. We are Kansas.
Starting tonight for the Kansas Jayhawks, at forward, a 6'9" sophomore from Dallas, Texas, number 00, Darrell Arthur. At forward, a 6'8" senior from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 32, Darnell Jackson. At guard, a 6'1" senior from New York, New York, number 3, Russell Robinson. At guard, a 6'1" junior from Anchorage, Alaska, number 15, Mario Chalmers. At guard, a 6'6" junior from Kansas City, Missouri, number 25, Brandon Rush. The head coach of the Kansas Jayhawks, Bill Self. Memphis, the South Regional champion, is looking for its first ever national championship. Fresh off their NCAA Division I record, 38th win on Saturday night. Here are Coach John Calipari's Memphis Tigers.
From the River City, nestled on the banks of the mighty Mississippi, the Memphis Tigers have rolled to a record-breaking season. Sleek, fast, unorthodox. No team has won more games in a single season than the men from Memphis. One more victory will net them immortality and a title. We are.
Starting tonight for the Memphis Tigers, at forward, a 6'9" junior from Lithonia, Georgia, number 2, Robert Dozier. At forward, a 6'9" senior from Baltimore, Maryland, number 3, Joey Dorsey. At guard, a 6'7" junior from Detroit, Michigan, number 14, Chris Douglas Roberts. At guard, a 6'6" junior from Lynn, Massachusetts, number 5, Antonio Anderson. At guard, a 6'3" freshman from Chicago, Illinois, number 23, Derrick Rose. Head coach for the Memphis Tigers is John Calipari. Well, Billy Packer, Memphis is the home team by virtue of its better seeding at the start of the tournament by Tom O'Connor's selection committee. They were the 2nd overall seed of the tournament, and Kansas was the 4th, the final number 1 seed. Now let's talk about the Jayhawks' road to the championship. The biggest struggle was the win over Davidson in the regional final.
It may have helped them, Jim. It made them play a tough game down to the wire. It brought them in with great energy and concentration here on Saturday.
Just nosing out Stephen Curry, Jason Richards, and that remarkable run by Bob McKillop's Davidson Wildcats, and then what a performance against North Carolina. Up 28 at one time in the first half. It was cut to 4 before they had another late 13-0 run to put it away. Then you look at the Memphis Tigers at 38-1 on the year. Again, 38 wins. That's an all-time record in one season in college basketball. Their tightest game was round 2 against Mississippi State. But once they got down here in the state of Texas, Houston, the regional, blowing out Michigan State. No trouble with Texas and UCLA. They eliminated here on Saturday.
Well, Jim, we've had them 3 games in a row. They've been totally dominant, primarily dominant because they shut off any perimeter shooting from their opponents. They stifled Michigan State on the outside, did the same thing to Texas, and took away the backcourt of UCLA the other day.
Our game is brought to you in HD TV by HP. And the officials who will govern play tonight, Ed Hightower, Ed Corbett, and John Cowell, get the prestige of another championship call. Over 5,000 Division I games have been played, one to go, and college basketball's biggest night is underway.
Pretty good block out by Dorsey right away on that tap.
Rose with Robinson, the one on him. It's in the paint with Dorsey, who did not score Saturday, but does right out of the box here on Monday night.
Pretty good power move there, Jim. Backed him right on down. And remember last year, when Memphis was eliminated right here on this court by Ohio State, Dorsey had all kinds of problems with Oakley. Pretty good start for him.
To think that on Saturday he had 15 rebounds and not a single point. Comes right out in the first seconds and scores. Here's Arthur trying to match the basket, and that's short. Anderson there to bring it down for Memphis.
Anderson is kind of the quiet hero on this team, and there goes that penetration. Great job.
Robinson cutting off the alley and knocking the pass out of bounds.
Now Robinson, like everybody else, is giving up size, but athletically he's about as close as anybody so far that's been guarding Rose in this three-game stretch that Rose has just controlled everything from the backcourt.
It's interesting, they've got Rush on Douglas Roberts, and there's a steal by Chalmers. Rush up ahead. Whoa, and a foul call, and Rush hits the deck.
Hey, Anderson got back there, but we see already the terrific ability to steal the ball in the open court. All he could do was go up and jam it. A lot of guts.
He got undercut right on the shoulder of Anderson, who has whistled for that. So Rush, outstanding on Saturday, misses the first free throw.
Jim, that was Chalmers' 94 steal on the year. Last year he set a new record at Kansas with 97, breaking the great Darnell Valentine's previous record. But he has such tremendous anticipation. You've got to be careful when you throw that ball cross court.
He's had at least 2 steals in his last 13 games, and already with one tonight. Almost were able to make a theft off of Rose. Anderson left alone. That spins out. And Arthur jumps over to pick up the board.
Kansas really pushing his ball up the floor.
Chalmers takes baseline, kicks it back out. Oh, and it's saved off the foot of the official, but into the arms of Douglas Roberts. Roberts weaving and putting it up for 2.
Jim, he almost turned that ball over 3 times from half court on down, but kept control. It's amazing how he can weave his way through traffic.
That pass gets away from Robinson to Chalmers, and it's a turnover by Kansas.
Jim, what's interesting about these two teams, they average almost exactly the same, 80 points a game, and they hold opponents right to 61 a game. So you can see this pace is on board to be an 80-point game.
Douglas Roberts now puts up the long shot.
And Rush got right in his face.
Ball tipped over and back to Kansas. Robinson hops over Dorsey. Kicks it ahead to Chalmers.
That's 3 times now that Kansas intercepted or interrupted some kind of pass.
Over the top, Arthur knocks it down with force.
You think the University of North Carolina remembers that play?
Well, that's what they opened the game with against Carolina, and they kept going to it.
Right over the top. Arthur getting very good position, keeping his balance before he makes his move, so he gets that distance he needs to put it away.
When they went back to that strategy in the second half, they ended the Carolina hopes. There's Dozier, left open for the jumper, and he hits it.
And there's what you love about Rose. He penetrates, but he sees the whole floor and makes a play.
Chalmers back out. Robinson quickly over Jackson, 2.
You're going to give him that shot.
Rose and a reach in on Chalmers. Billy, these numbers you were talking about statistically, amazing to see how much they line up on the whole season. Look at these averages.
It is absolutely amazing. Now, I realize that the Big 12 was tougher than Conference USA, Jim, but Memphis played an outstanding out-of-conference schedule, so those numbers are almost amazing for 2 teams of this magnitude.
Separated by only fractions on the season. And will that be the case tonight? Will we have a tight one here in Texas? That's Rose taking his first shot at the 3, rattles out.
You see Robinson is trying to force him to go left, taking away that right side completely.
Rush lost the handle, and Douglas Roberts on the floor. Rush right back, squeezing it out. And that's last touch by Kansas. It belongs to Memphis.
What you want to see early in the game, everybody going on the floor for loose balls. Look at that. Chris Douglas Roberts sticking his nose right in there.
It's a good thing Dozier didn't touch it, so the Tigers take advantage of a second Kansas turnover, and they bring in Alexander Khan, known as Sasha Khan, the senior inside for Kansas.
Now here's what I expect. If you're going to bring in Collins, who is he going to guard? And you see what he does? He goes over on Anderson. So they're going to say, Anderson, show me you can be a 25-point-per-game scorer.
Rose, a whistle, and a basket.
Now here's why this kid is so tough. What Robinson has done is said, I'm going to force you to go one way and one way only, and that's left. What does Rose do? He puts it down on the floor, pulls up, and takes the short jumper.
So Robinson whistled for that. Rose with a three-point chance.
And Jim, I'm going to say statistically, the only thing about Kansas and really trying to go through them is in their 3 losses this year, they were 12 for 45 from 3. That's only 26%. Against those same teams in the wins, they were 26 for 48, which is 54%. So three-point shooting is critical for Kansas.
Kansas down early, 9-3. Couple of turnovers, only 1 field goal, and a dunk by Arthur.
And because of Anderson's ability to be so rangy, he's on Collins. Let's see if they give Collins the ball more.
It's Arthur, and he's pushed.
Arthur is a much more gifted offensive player than many people give him credit for. He really set the stage in the North Carolina game on Saturday with nice soft touches, and there he puts the ball on the floor.
Taggart in, super sixth man for the Tigers, as Dozier, who picks up the foul, goes to the bench.
Opportunity for a double team in the corner.
Hey, Douglas Roberts has been all over Rush.
Yep. Well, that's a great matchup, size-wise, ability-wise. Collins almost carried down on his shoulder, and there's that long arm again of Anderson.
He fights back for it, and a tie-up call. The arrow belongs to the Jayhawks. As Sharon Collins talking about great subs, he gave him 11 points Saturday in the win over North Carolina. So you got a little Chicago action out there with Derrick Rose, Sharon Collins.
Well, imagine how many times they probably went head-to-head on the playgrounds, huh?
Yep.
Just another game, playing a little bigger venue. Nice block by Dorsey.
Tipped over though to Arthur. Tipped up, and Rush was the one who tapped it in. After Dorsey had a block on the 3 of Rush, Kansas kept it alive, and Rush came back into the lane and got the 2.
Again, watch this. There, he does not want him to go right.
Taggart hit this shot Saturday, not this time. Dorsey touched it last. It'll belong to Kansas out of the first break. 9-5 beginning here for the Tigers of Memphis.
I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me, so deep in my heart.
From the same hands and minds that craft the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. The all-new Chevy Malibu, built to last, built to love.
New, the cheesy bacon BK wrapper. Eggs, bacon, hash browns, and smoky cheese sauce, all deliciously mixed together.
He's so good with his hands.
The breakfast of tomorrow on the BK Breakfast Value Menu today.
We represent the Coke brand. We would like to sue Coca-Cola Zero for taste infringement.
I'm an immigration lawyer.
We feel that your expertise might be able to be a way to think outside the box.
I think, personally, not that speaking outside the box, and I hate that kind of language. I deal with families and things, and I appreciate what you're trying to do.
And
now that I think of it, Ron, the head of the Coke Zero team's Canadian. Could we have him deported?
Da 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 da.
These These powerful warriors are uniting to face the armies of darkness.
We can kill each other when it's over.
Jackie Chan, Jet Li, the fate of all is in the hands of two. The Forbidden Kingdom. Rated PG-13, April 18th.
Hi, Enterprise. I'm at the repair shop, and I need to rent a car.
At Enterprise, we'll arrange to pick you up free and get you on your way.
Nice save, Mom.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
It's hard to believe that anybody could do something like this.
Please come forward and contact the authorities.
Hold your fire!
You should see this.
Kimbo Slice is an internet sensation. Now he can become the next mixed martial arts champion. CBS and Elite XC Saturday Night Fights, live May 31st.
Jim Nance and Billy Packer here in San Antonio. Most combined wins ever in a championship matchup. And this just bursting with energy here. Packed house, of course, in San Antonio. What a great sight. What a great host city. So fans have enjoyed a spectacular weekend along the Riverwalk here of San Antonio.
I think Collins ought to go ahead. There's the back screen.
Oh, perfectly done by Collins to Khan. You saw it coming, Billy?
Yes, it was. It was a back screen setup. Now, you're going to have Rose playing on Collins. They know each other extremely well. I think we're going to see Collins put the ball on the floor and make Rose have to play some defense. They go down the other way.
It's Dorsey backing in on Khan. And that was last touch by Khan.
Surprisingly, you see the back screen there. A terrific job. Khan, who has played outstanding basketball, Jim. It's amazing how Bill Self has pulled his big men off the bench. Against Davidson, he was 6 for 6, 13 points, 6 rebounds.
Really started that regional final win, the nail-biter over Davidson. Here's Rose over Collins, the all-Chicago matchup. The shot is long. Here comes Kansas.
Rose looked over to John Calipari and tapped his chest. I don't know if that was a signal it was his mistake missing the shot or he wants out.
Arthur ties the game at 9.
Nice job to see Kansas going inside, forcing Memphis big guys to have to play. A little double team by Khan. Experienced player out there, Jim.
Khan out there right now for Jackson. Again, it's Douglas Robertson rush matched up.
And looked like a little zone defense played by Kansas and great hands on the inside.
Well, that was it, really, forced by Collins, who reached around and tapped it away. Kansas can take its first lead.
As a 1-2-2 zone, unless nobody from Memphis was cutting through to make a move.
Arthur puts up the jumper this time. No, he has 6 of their 9. Would have given them the lead if he made that.
Just Douglas Roberts with a good defensive rebound there, using his length.
And double team by Rush and Arthur. Foul goes on Arthur. His first. Here's a look at Rose in the early action.
Well, try to reach in. He's so good at dribbling that ball and using his chest to keep a defender off, as he did right there over Robinson, an outstanding defender.
Rose has made 1 out of 3 from the field. Had that three-point play. And now Douglas Roberts, who has lived at the line in this NCAA tournament, he shot 54 free throws through the first 5 tournament games.
Jim, listen to this, 113, now 114 of 162, shooting 71% from the foul line in postseason play is Memphis. And remember, there was a point in time this year of more than 350 teams. They were down at 347 in free throw shooting.
They were 2 from the bottom.
Yep.
But Douglas Roberts has had the bulk of the time at the line, and he hits 2 more. Jackson's back on the floor for Kansas, and we see Willie Kemp for the first time, #1 in the lineup for the Tigers.
If I'm Collins, I make Rose really work on defense. Keep the ball in your hands a little longer. There he goes.
Collins past Rose. What a move.
That's a very, very good move by Kansas, because now Rose has got to play both ends of the floor, and Collins is strong enough to take him. That was a dangerous pass.
Not as tall, but he's certainly got that upper body strength.
Yeah, he'll have problems on the defensive end, but on the offensive end, and here's one of those
awkward shots. Unconventional, but it always drops.
Right. Douglas
Roberts.
Yeah, that's almost a non-defensible shot, because you don't even know he's going to put it up, and he's throwing it from his hip.
Chalmers. to the rim, tipped around to Dozier, who's returned.
Good block out by Dozier on Jackson.
Head ahead, Douglas Roberts. Jackson, Taggart's all over him. It's going to go against Memphis. Near the end of this game, we'll select a Chevrolet player of the game from each team to honor their determination and outstanding play. Chevrolet will make a $1,000 contribution to each school's general scholarship fund. Chevy, an American Revolution. So they take Rush out and Robinson returns. So Taggart picks up his first. And it's 13-11 Memphis.
Well, Collins had missed 6 games with that stress fracture this year. Now he's back and healthy, so they've got a great rotation in the backcourt. And, of course, they use that four-headed monster in the front court, so they cannot get in foul trouble, Kansas. Here he goes again.
Lobs it. That was intended for Kahn. Off his fingertips. No. Eddie Hightower says Memphis got a fingertip on it last.
Jim, no back screen on that particular play, just figuring that Kahn could go up there and handle, but Dozier's got good length himself.
11 seconds on the shot clock. Both teams shooting 46%. It's Kemp manning up on Chalmers, and a whistle away from the ball, and it's going on Taggart, and that's his second. Picks up 2 quick ones.
Not a good idea by Taggart. You're going to find a situation that Kahn is not going to be looking for low post plays, so why commit a cheap foul inside that hurts your club?
Taggart has to be taken out, and Dorsey's right back out there.
So Memphis can get in foul trouble. Kansas almost cannot. Remember the other night, Dorsey and Taggart both had 3 fouls on them, Jim, and it changed the complexity of the game a little bit.
We still haven't even seen Cole Aldrich, the freshman who started for Kansas on Saturday. That's Jackson, and he's headed to the line. This could be on Dozier, and it is. That's 2 on Dozier.
Great job by Kansas utilizing their inside game. You may have to see Memphis do a little bit of zone defending here because Kansas really taking advantage of them inside.
There's Cole Aldrich. What a statistical line he had after Kahn picked up a couple of early fouls. He was in there for that long, successful run by Kansas to put them up 28, 40-12 on North Carolina in the first half. Ended up with 8 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks.
And Jim, not only did he have those points, they came at critical times, and he really had them against Hansbrough. You know, it was really head-to-head against the best that North Carolina had, so it wasn't like, oh, let's put some stats on the board. They were real points and real blocks.
Darnell Jackson hits 2 free throws to knot the game at 13.
Collins on Rose. Rose has got to shoot over the top of him as he penetrates.
Dozier still on the floor with 2 fouls. That shot bounces out, tipped over to Jackson. Again, Kansas will make its attempt here at the first lead of the night. Kahn doubled up. Pick set by Kahn. Here's Collins. Wraparound pass. And hold on. It's going to be a traveling call. No basket. We've had 3 ties in the game. Douglas Roberts has 6 points. That's tops for Memphis.
I've been waiting.
With a fit and finish so exact, and body tolerances as tight as 1 millimeter, it turns precision into an art in itself. The all-new Chevy Malibu, built to last, built to love.
They say you learn something from every relationship. Peter just learned that his girlfriend is sleeping with a rock star.
What the hell?
From the guys who brought you Knocked Up.
I'm really scared that I have an STD, Doc. Peter, I'm a pediatrician. Have you noticed you're sitting on a fire truck?
Comes the ultimate romantic disaster movie.
I'd like to grab some dinner.
Is your girlfriend joining you?
No.
You just by yourself?
Yeah.
We've got a loner?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Just clear the other stuff off. It's one man.
Rated R. Starts April 18th.
Hey, Dad, I want a Go phone.
Let me sleep on it.
It has unlimited talk and text.
Let me sleep on it.
And no surprise bill.
I can't take it any longer, son. I'm crazy. You ask about the Go phone every night and day. As long as there's no surprise bills to pay, we're gonna go get you a Go phone today. I love you till the end of time. I swear I love you till the end of time.
Get
talk to all wireless AT&T customers and add unlimited text. GoPhone, only from AT&T.
At TIAA CREF, we provide financial solutions for those who serve the greater good. We offer personalized objective advice, a commitment to consistent growth, low fees, and guaranteed income for life. Put our retirement expertise to work for you. Call today. TIAA CREF, financial services for the greater good.
Like the ad says, there's hardwood floors throughout.
Nice.
Hey, you want a Bud Light?
Sure. Thanks.
Thank you. By splitting the rent, there's more money for Bud Light.
Great.
Ready to see your room?
Yeah.
Hey, Ruiz, say hi to Brian.
The thing is...
Make yourself at home.
Endless refreshment from start to finish. Bud Light keeps it coming.
That chili is not sitting well.
Memphis has not trailed, had a big lead of 6. We're in the midst of our third tie. Not a single 3 has been dropped in this game. Roderick Stewart, who was in the rotation for the Jayhawks, the senior, who fractured a knee here on this floor Friday during the shoot-around, going up for a dunk at the end of the shoot-around. Fractured kneecap, and he's in uniform tonight, Billy, unlike on Saturday. He wanted to come out dressed tonight for the occasion. No chance of playing. Faces surgery when they get back home to Lawrence.
Well, this game is about what you'd expect in terms of evenness. And the outside shooting, with regard to 3 points, neither team's got a 3-point shot. Obviously, something has to give there. And I pointed out, when Kansas does lose ball games, they have a hard time from 3.
Taggart's back in there. Again, he has 2 fouls. Working on Darnell Jackson. Turnaround shot. Too strong. Big-time rebound. Pulled down by Brandon Rush. Up ahead, the pass tapped out of bounds by Taggart.
Boy, Taggart got there after a long run down court, but that could have been that 3rd foul, Jim, and there's a lot of difference between Memphis and Kansas if either Taggart or Dorsey get in further foul trouble, because they have nowhere to go.
And Dozier has 2.
Right.
Good head fake rush, and it pays off. Kansas with its first lead of the night.
Now, Chris Douglas-Roberts saying that guy is a mirror image of me. It was exactly what he normally does to his defender. I can't believe Rose has given up the ball this quickly and not challenging Collins more with the dribble.
Collins has given him trouble since coming in.
Yep.
Douglas-Roberts wants to answer back on Rush. They work it to the paint, a whistle. Before the shot, they're calling it on Collins for reaching in. Kansas is on a 12-4 run right now. For college sports, 24 hours a day, watch the CBS College Sports Network, the new pulse of college sports. And to find out how to get all the action, go to cbssports.com/getcollegesports. So that's the first on Collins, and Arthur on the floor now for the Jayhawks. Chalmers hits the deck.
That brings Robinson back in on Rose.
Taggart. Wild shot. Tipped out by Arthur. Stays with Memphis.
For some reason, unlike the 3 games that we've had them, Jim, Rose has not had the ball that much in his hands. And I think if Memphis is at their best, he starts everything from the top of the key.
Let's see what he does now with Robinson back on him. Collins taken out of the game. Memphis has missed its last 4 shots. He took advantage of that matchup earlier. Gives it up to Taggart. Taggart with Arthur, a good shot blocker. Influenced the shot. Long rebound out to Robinson.
Nice cutoff dribble by Robinson to take the defender away from him.
Darnell Jackson, can he get the 3rd on Taggart? No, kicks it out instead. 3-point shot. Yes! Chalmers of Kansas.
Very important for this team. As I pointed out, when they make threes, they are tough to beat. They're doing a much better job than is Memphis, distributing the ball inside out.
It's a 7-0 run for the Jayhawks as Rose had the open look. And that's going to be Dorsey over the back. This first.
Really good distribution by Kansas in this game so far. And Rush is really causing some problems for Chris Douglas Roberts on both ends of the floor. Jim, when you look at those two guys, Rush has got him by about an inch. So this is the first time he's had to face a guy of equal physical ability.
Aldridge is in for the first time. Again, he blocked 4 shots of North Carolina's. Dozier's back out with 2 fouls. You also saw number 20, Mack, for the first time for Memphis. He's an outside shooter, led them in made threes on the year. Aldridge is the intended target. Dorsey takes it away. No one's going to mess with that one.
Big man's got some speed, doesn't he?
Boy, I tell you, the way he read that pass and then took off.
Well, he was lucky he didn't have to have one more dribble because it might have gotten away from him, but he showed some quickness.
Broke a 3-minute and 40-second drought for the Tigers. That intended for Aldridge, and Rose comes down to make the steal. Chalmers right back, his second steal of the night. Lays it up with the left hand.
Rose will have to learn. Chalmers has great quick hands, and there he makes a move on him. But in traffic, Robinson and Chalmers as good as you want to see stealing that ball off the dribble.
Anderson driving, and it's Chalmers who got a hand in there. And last touch by Kansas. Was this a little intimidation here?
Well,
just an accidental bump.
I think it was an accidental bump at first, and then he gave him a little lingo and kept right on looking. The fact that he didn't stir him in the eye, he let the referees let it go.
Dorsey goes out.
That was a huge steal, though, Jim, because the momentum had really gone in the other direction.
Saw that exact same kind of action on a dunk when he dunked on Michigan State and turned around into the face of Neitzel back in Houston. There's a foul on Robinson. By the way, Pierre Niles has come out there for Memphis, but Dorsey's sitting down. Well, that's 2 on Robinson.
Niles' job is to come in this ball game, Jim, and steal a couple of minutes. Unlike in the case of the Kansas big men coming in, they not only can steal minutes, they can put some points on the board. Niles' job to steal minutes, make sure nobody else of size gets in foul trouble.
310 pounds of space in there for Memphis as Mack takes the shot, and it's wide of the mark.
Has not been a factor in the tournament so far.
Lob to Arthur, beautifully laid on the rim by Rush. And Memphis now has its biggest deficit of the entire tournament. Down 7.
And Collins back in the game. Let's see if Rose takes him and tries to get a mid-range jump shot off. Just not looking for his shot tonight.
There it is. Kicks it out on the wing. Anderson with a 3. Yes. Chalmers tried to race over in time to put a hand in his face to no avail. Takes off at the other end. Ball squirts out, puts it back up and in. Chalmers got hit in the face, no call, but he got the basket.
That was a good piece of officiating there. Dozier was trying to draw the charge when he didn't get it. Set up the easy putback.
Dozier with a 3, so 2 quick threes by Memphis.
And created by Rose keeping the ball in his hands and making the dish. Everything has to start off at his dribble.
3 by Anderson. And then the 3 right back at the other end by Dozier. Arthur dribbling in. Call it a travel. Kansas shooting 63% with the lead by 3.
You give a little love, and it all comes back to you. You're gonna be remembered for the things that you say and do. You give a little love, and it all comes back to you.
Now I create my own Capital One credit card.
Set rewards to cash back.
Yes, master.
And a low interest rate. Oh, and I want that photo of me and Astrid. Yes, that's it.
Now hit the switch! It's alive!
No, it's not. Well, not literally. It's not.
Introducing Capital One Card Lab. Customize your card by choosing your rewards, interest rate, even upload your own image at CapitalOne.com.
What's in your wallet?
Life. You know what life is? Life is high school with money. What are the cool kids wearing? Where are the cool kids living? What are the cool kids driving? It's all still going on. And if you were never really into all that, there's only one thing to do. Graduate. way.
Welcome to Lowe's. How can I help you today?
Just a sec.
We need lots of flowers. Well, let's get started.
Welcome back spring at Lowe's with our huge selection of your area's plants and flowers, all with our 1-year plant guarantee. Lowe's, let's build something together.
It is the most advanced car ever created. It can fly higher, go faster, and it was built for speed.
He's going to be the best.
Oh, yeah! Speed Racer, rated PG, in theaters and IMAX May 9th.
They said it was impossible for 4 #1 seeds to make the Final Four. Then again, they said it's impossible to get real Coke taste and 0 calories. Log on to mycokerewards.com and get lots of great NCAA gear. Quite a sight in the stands here, Billy. Roy Williams, the former Jayhawk coach, who lost his old team on Saturday. He's got a Kansas sticker on his shirt here today.
Well, there's so many connections between North Carolina and Kansas. Larry Brown, Roy Williams, and Frank McGuire, the only coaches to take 2 different teams to the championship game. Who did Frank McGuire beat? Kansas in triple overtime. Who did Larry Brown coach? Kansas for a win for a national championship. So it is amazing the connection between those 2 schools, and I guess most of it started with Dean Smith, who went to Kansas and played on the national championship team.
What a shot by Douglas Roberts, and Memphis is back within 1.
This battle between Rush and Roberts is really fun to watch. They really match up so well with each other on both ends.
It's amazing to see how Douglas Roberts is able to get a shot. Chalmers hesitated for a minute, now goes back out to Collins.
Nice job by Anderson to recover. Roberts prevented Collins from making that drive. We'll see if he does the same thing.
Back to Kahn, and Dorsey kicks it out. Outlet pass, Anderson. Flying through the lane, shot wild. Rose snaps it back out. Douglas Roberts for the lead right back. Memphis in front by 2.
There's Rose showing the size that he has and the presence of mind not to panic on that baseline. All started with Dorsey's block. He took away an easy 2 for Kansas.
An 11-2 run for the Tigers. 7 down to 2 in front. Collins, floater.
He was actually looking to make the lob pass. And what happened is all the Memphis big men step back. So, again, great presence of mind. Strong young player takes it up.
Adjusting in midair.
He really did, Jim. He adjusted, figuring he's going to pass.
Dozier gets close enough for the short flip.
He'd like to have that one back. Dorsey looks at the referee. He puts his team at a disadvantage here.
Chalmers open. Arthur gives it up last second. Collins high. Arthur 3. Tipped out by Rush. Was saved by Chalmers.
I think Rush went over the back on that play.
And Kahn, though, gets the pass and the dunk.
That's a tough break for Memphis right there because I thought Rush went over Dorsey's back. But you can't wait on referees' calls if you're a player. By the time you're turning around and looking, the other team is going to take advantage.
5 minutes to go in a thrilling first half. Memphis had an early 6-point lead. Now back in front by 1.
Kahn, when he gets screened like that, he better go out and pick him up right away.
Douglas Roberts has 13.
He doesn't need much room, Jim, to take that jump shot. The problem is the big man goes out to try to trap him. He'll go ahead and snake his way to the basket.
So that shot tied the game at 28. Here's Collins. Ball squirts out behind the back.
It's not pretty, but it is effective.
Now, Dozier. Douglas Roberts hitting those shots from the outside. That last shot was a 2, not a 3. And a last touch by Kansas.
Tim, we got 4:09 to go, and I tell you, there's some tired guys on the floor right now, particularly Dorsey. Taggart's going to come in for him. Chris Douglas Roberts is a little tired right now. Actually, Dorsey thought he was going out to get a break and realized he's going to have to stay on the floor. He is really tired. What happens to tired big guys? Commit the cheap foul. He's got to be careful here.
Douglas Roberts has scored the last 7 Memphis points, and again, they call that last jumper a 2, not a 3. So the game's tied at 28.
Aldridge a much better job jumping out.
Anderson, he's already hit one, not this time. That's Dorsey tapping it last. And we have the under 4 break. 28-28, 3:50 to go first half.
My batter is better than your batter. Thank you very much for coming.
Presenting the 2008 North American Car of the Year. The all-new Chevy Malibu. Built to last, built to love.
It's Outback's 20th bloomin' birthday. Our present to you, our new sirloin shrimp and scallops mixed grill. Or our signature Outback special sirloin. Hurry in for our new birthday specials. Don't miss the celebration.
I want satellite coverage.
Put it up.
The madness continues when NCIS returns with all new episodes. Tuesday, they've set a trap with the country's newest top secret defense technology.
Boss, we got a problem.
But someone took the bait before their very eyes. An all new NCIS, Tuesday on CBS.
Coming up, AT&T at the half. Greg, Clark, and Seth. They'll hear from on-site here, Coach Roy Williams. Breakdown of the first half and the awarding of the AT&T Naismith Player of the Year. All coming up on AT&T at the half. With Memphis and its 38th win on Saturday, Billy, we talked about that being a record. They have also matched the record of 104 wins over a 3-year span. Last set by a Kentucky team when it won its 104th here in the Alamo Dome in the championship 10 years ago tonight.
That's right, and that record was held by 2 coaches guiding Kentucky, Rick Pitino and Tubby Smith. So John Calipari happens to be the one, if he can go ahead and win another game, to do it all by himself.
Got Collins and Robinson on the floor at the same time. Chalmers down.
Robinson should have got that ball to Aldridge, particularly with Taggart being in his foul trouble.
Collins off balance, banks it up. Jackson chases it down.
Hey, Jackson, what a hard-nosed rebound.
Rush.
Here he goes again.
It's Rose underneath. Oh, he lost the handle.
That's all right. He can pick it up.
He was a little skittish about it.
No, but that's all right. Loose ball, he can pick it up. He can't advance it, but he can pick it up.
He wasn't sure himself at first.
Well, you need to know the rules.
You see him hesitate.
Yeah. help by Altman.
Douglas Roberts again. Long rebound out to Collins. Rush. Yes. Roberts. And the shot will count.
Jim, what I said, a big man that gets tired tends to reach or not move his feet, and that's what happened.
For Dorsey, that's his second. So you've got Dorsey, Dozier, and Taggart all with 2.
I think John Calipari's got to yank him right here. You don't want Dorsey to pick the third with 2:31 to go. You got to take him out.
He's going to bring in Dozier again. He'll have to contend with his own 2-foul issue. Dozier will be coming in here in a second along with Kahn. Kansas ready to check in.
But Jim, if you look at this game, I think Dorsey is more important than Dozier because Dorsey's got the power, and you're going to need that against the likes of Arthur and Jackson. Kahn.
Where is Derrick Rose? He has not taken a shot in the last 7 minutes. He's only 1 out of 4 from the floor tonight.
And Jim, it's not only the shots. He's not keeping the ball in his hands as he had in previous NCAA tournament games, making him tough to guard. Here he comes.
He's shut down, and he has his pass stolen by Chalmers, a third steal tonight.
Chalmers really can feel the game defensively. Gets in the passing lanes.
2 minutes to go in the half. Kansas working on a 3-point lead.
Great crossover.
Got past Anderson. Spins off the rim. Kondo kicks it back out. Collins. Big rebound by Kahn.
You're getting fresher big men by Kansas. Bill Self doing a great job with his big men rotation.
Chalmers, no. Arthur chases. Last touch by Memphis.
The big men of Kansas have beaten Memphis to the ball consistently now.
Kansas out-rebounding the Tigers by 8.
Now they're shooting 60% from the floor, but what's keeping this game close? They have 8 turnovers. Their big men are much fresher.
It's Rose almost with the steal. Kick it down low on the blocks. Soft hook. Soft off the front of the rim. Arthur.
A late double down for the backcourt players from Memphis.
And the Kansas fans rise to their feet. Rock Chalk Jayhawk, they're screaming. Their battle cry. Taggart lost the handle, and the Jayhawks come out with it.
He was not ready for the delivery. It was an excellent pass.
Chalmers, floater in the lane. Dozier going to be on Arthur, who said, hey, I was just standing there. But he's going to be whistled for it. Arthur, that will be his second.
But again, Jim, look what happens. Arthur sits down, but in comes a fresh Jackson. The rotation of the big men from Kansas, excellent in this first half.
Timeout, Memphis. Arthur comes out. He has 10 on the night. Kansas has a 5-point lead. Minute to go, first half.
March isn't the only month for madness.
When it happens, I'm 100% there.
State Farm, proud partner of the NCAA basketball tournament.
Ball, please.
These aren't just our guests. These are our neighbors. So we don't just make them appetizers, we make them Applebee's Ultimate Trios. Choose 3 of our most killer apps for one low price. Like tangy citrus teriyaki wings, crispy panko-crusted dynamite shrimp, even our all-Angus mini bacon cheeseburgers. Ultimate Trios. This grill and bar is raising the bar. Applebee's. It's a whole new neighborhood.
Tranquility, we copy you on the ground. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Twink.
When you're the greatest golfer on earth, what's next? New Gatorade Tiger with 25% more electrolytes. It's in Tiger Woods. Is it in you?
All right, your business. Well, it looks like it's humming right along, which is great. But you've got bigger plans. You want to go global. Well, with UPS, you'll get expert help with express shipping, air freight, even customs clearance. And international returns, it's easy. It's not just your business, it's your global business with UPS. Let's turn this up a little.
Wednesday.
There's a serial killer who is making it appear as though his victims are committing suicide.
They needed a friend.
You think you can help me?
You just have to let go.
He's convinced he's on a mission of mercy.
He killed them.
He chooses how they die, when they die.
With kindness.
You can let go now.
New Criminal Minds, CBS Wednesday. When the survivor tribes merge, new rivals emerge. And how long could you hold your breath?
Who wants immunity the most?
New Survivor, CBS Thursday.
Derrick Rose, the decorated freshman, has not scored in almost 16 minutes. You remember he had a stomach ailment yesterday. He did practice last night. They told us that he's just fine today, but only 1 out of 4 from the field.
Jim, he's made himself too easy to guard. He's not kept the ball in his hands. He had 27 against Michigan State, 21 against Texas, 25 the other night against UCLA. He became much more difficult to guard because he didn't come down the court and just give it up.
I think Collins is in his head a little bit. Collins has come in and locked him down. The only basket he made was off of Robinson. They got 15 on the shot clock.
Kind of surprised here that they've taken this kind of time off the clock because they're going to have to give it back to Kansas anyway.
Rose stuck this time, and the ball right back to him. Taggart was open. He
down to 4.
Still didn't get the shot, so Anderson has to take it. And again, Memphis able to get the loose ball. Now they can have the last shot.
That was a huge rebound by Taggart.
Can they get a basket before the half? They have not made a shot from the floor in over 4 minutes.
Jim, I think the key for Memphis with Rose is not to set screens for him. Spread it out a little bit more so he has more room to operate. Every time there's a screen, Kansas coming up with a nice hedge move, just as they
Here
did
it is over to Dozier with 2 seconds. Now Anderson. And 0.1 seconds. That's all that's left. It's got to be a tap play.
Jim, that's what I was talking about. Instead of setting the screen for him, keep things wide open. He doesn't need a screen to penetrate.
No time to catch and shoot.
Now this will be a tap up high. Maybe a little back screen. A nice move by Bill Self here to put Aldridge in here, making sure he's got more size on the floor and doesn't have a foul problem. Look what Aldridge is going to do. Guard the inbounds passer to make that lob more difficult. Nice, subtle, good move here by the coach. Look at how Aldridge is up in the air.
That cannot possibly count. They wave it off anyway. Would not have counted.
Yep, he can't catch and shoot.
Tied at 28 with 4:50 to go in the half. Kansas scores the last 5, and Memphis has matched its largest halftime deficit of the season. Greg and company coming up after the break.
CBS Sports exclusive coverage of the men's national championship game is sponsored by AT&T, The Hartford, Mercedes-Benz, and by Coca-Cola.
Horsepower is fast. 400 will take your breath away. That's why we gave it 451. The C63 AMG. The C-Class, now in its most potent form ever.
They say trust takes time, and wisdom is gained over the years. One financial company has been building trust for nearly 2 centuries. The Hartford. Ask your agent or broker what The Hartford can do for you.
Taste the flavor, calm the cravings, and quit smoking with Nicorette Fresh Mint, Fruit Chill, and Cinnamon Surge gums. 3 great Nicorette flavors that may be the extra push to help you quit. Nicorette, it tastes good to quit.
Cara mia, mamma mia, stati qui, non se ne va. Ti voglio bene assai, cantiamo voi la lilla lai. Cara...
Tums with calcium. Simple, direct heartburn relief. Tums, bring it on.
I found it. One medicine for my seasonal allergies. Veramis nasal spray. I've got one medicine to treat all my nasal symptoms, plus all my eye symptoms. To treat all your nasal and eye symptoms, one medicine does it all. Veramis.
For best results, use once daily. Side effects may include nosebleed or nasal sores. Nasal fungal infection, glaucoma, or cataracts may occur.
And for your first 30 days free, go to Veramist.com. Ask your doctor about Veramist for seasonal allergy symptoms. One medicine does it all.
Tonight on The Late Show, don't miss Bruce Willis, Sylvester Stallone, plus the Tunnels from American Chopper and Dave's incredible ride down Broadway tonight.
Coming up on AT&T at the half, North Carolina head coach Roy Williams joins us live, plus the AT&T Naismith Player of the Year after this message and a word from your local station.
Welcome, Coach Bob Knight.
Nice to be here. How are you doing?
Ouch. 902 wins, 28 tournament appearances. If there was a basketball Mount Rushmore, you'd be on it.
Hey, but you know, I see where you guys won the title for best resale value in 2008.
Well, at least one of us is winning a title this year. Oops.
I may not be retired.
Let's cut to commercial.
Every day, it seems, talk of oil, energy, the environment. Where are the answers? Right now, we're the largest producer of clean, renewable geothermal energy in the world, generating enough energy to power 7 million homes. Imagine that, an oil company as part of the solution. This is the power of human energy.
Even stars have dreams. Now they'll get a chance to make them come true. Your vote decides who wins. Secret Talents of the Stars premieres CBS Tuesday.
A tradition unlike any other, the Masters on CBS.
Whose partner has been murdered. These guys are gonna pay. We'll go outside the law for justice.
I'm running them down.
You stay away, far away. That's an order.
Don't get yourself so far out there that I can't wheel you back.
Street Kings is an intense, riveting thriller.
I was trying to save you!
Keanu Reeves and Forrest Whitaker give powerhouse performances.
You set me up! You sent me in to die!
Street Kings, rated R, everywhere Friday. A sleek, responsive touchscreen. VCast video, music, and GPS navigation ready.
Turn left.
And that's just the half of it. The Voyager. With full keyboard and touchscreen. Touch does more on America's most reliable wireless network. In stores now.